Oregon's Coach Altman is joined by Casey Benson and Peyton Pritchard. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. We'll bring around a mic to you. We'll start off with the opening statements from Coach.
Well, we didn't play very good basketball. When you look at the stats, it's a fundamental game, and we didn't shoot free throws well, 11 for 20, and I know a couple of those were front ends of one-and-ones. We had 17 turnovers, which hard to overcome. We took some quick, bad threes to start the game. So fundamentally, we are not very sound, and we've got a lot of work to do. But I did like the effort on the comeback. I thought we made some plays for each other. We came back all the way and took the lead. But then we, I think on the next 4 or 5 possessions, had 3 turnovers and 2 front ends of one-and-ones that we missed. So as great a comeback as it was, we weren't tough enough to finish it.
I would take questions for the players.
KCM, Peyton, just coming out of it, what you feel like it was at the start? Did it remind you at all of Baylor in terms of just kind of another team pretty aggressive coming out and jumping on you guys at the beginning?
Yeah, give them credit. They came out fast, and we made some mistakes to start the game, and so just got to limit those. But give Georgetown credit; they played well.
I just think we need to come out harder, more physical on the defense end. We're kind of letting them punch us in the mouth in the Baylor and Georgetown game, and we can't let that happen at first. We got to be delivering the punch, and that's what's going on right now.
Casey and Peyton, what clicked in the second half to get you guys going? There's a lot more energy. It was a halftime speech, or what were you guys doing to really kind of get that lead back?
Well, being down 17, obviously we needed to come back, and so we got to have that energy to start the game. It was obviously a big comeback, but we didn't finish it off, and so it's just kind of the way it went.
Peyton, to play in this kind of game as a freshman, what are some things that you're taking away from moments like this?
That you just got to play hard every play. You can't take any possession off, because any possession can turn the game around.
Any other questions for the players?
The old cliche in sports is that sometimes when you catch up, you kind of spend so much energy doing that to hold on. When you guys caught up and you're up and pretty emotional, was it tough? I mean, do you feel a little bit gassed and that maybe they were going to come back, Casey and Peyton, or did you feel like you guys were still going pretty good when you got that lead?
We took the lead, and as Coach mentioned, we had some tough plays, and took a couple bad shots, some turnovers that led to easy baskets for them, and so just have to limit those mistakes, in order to win, against good teams.
We just got to be more physically strong and mentally strong in that point of the game. I mean, that's why we spend the whole offseason training to not get tired in those moments. So, I mean, that's as easy as I can put it.
For both guys, can you tell us how tough Pryor was today?
Yeah.
I mean, he was hitting. He hit 3 threes on me, so and he was getting it going, and he was hard to stop. So he was balling out today.
Yeah, no, played well. It's obviously was obvious in the game, and we kind of let him get going early with some easy baskets, and that just fueled him for the rest of the game. So, we should have stopped him earlier.
Peyton, what's that feeling like when in that run over here, during that run, and you're hit 2 or 3 3-pointers, you seem to be getting pretty fired up, the whole team is. What was kind of that feeling for you in such a big moment to kind of be getting this team back into it?
It's just, we want to win as a team. Nobody likes losing, so, coming back, being down 17, that, you're going to get hyped, and we just tried to bring it all the way back, and, it slipped away at the end, but, yeah, it was a good moment.
Last question for the players.
What do you guys think of Chris Boucher's effort, especially in that second half? He gave it literally his all as he was falling to the ground in pain. And what you guys take away from his play?
Played tremendous. I mean, he's a rim protector, and we get away with stuff with him in there. And he did play his heart out, and he's the main reason why, one of the main reasons why we came back in that game.
Yeah, no, tremendous second half. Obviously, 13 rebounds, 5 blocks here. He saved us multiple times on the defensive end, and so, he played his heart out, and yeah.
Thanks, Casey and Peyton. Now we'll dismiss you to your team. We'll take questions for Coach.
You worry, Dana, about these early, 2 games now where the starts seemed like their team, both those guys said, kind of came out and punched you guys first. Casey talked about not having energy today. What do you do to kind of get this thing turned around at the beginning?
Well, we took bad shots. We came out of the gate and took 3 or 4 bad threes that led to transition baskets. Our communication offensively wasn't good. We kind of got standing up, and we had a hard time getting into something, and that's disappointing with the amount of vets that we have. We should have been able to get into something and move the ball, but again, it's not good basketball. Fundamentally, we are not sound, and I really thought that we made a big adjustment against Valpo and taking better shots and getting our ball movement, but we reverted back there, and we just got off to a bad start and didn't get it going the first half. And again, fundamentals, ball movement on the offensive end wasn't good, and then defensively we gave up some easy baskets. I think they had 7 transition points early. Most of them were because of those bad shots.
Dana, you said that's bad fundamental basketball. Is this what's happening in practice, or is this something, are they just not translating good practices into games?
I've mentioned before I've been concerned about, where our basketball team's at, and, we're not consistent in practice, and that lack of consistency has carried over to the game floor. And this is the first game that we've shot free throws poor. We were 11 for 20, and I know there were 2 front ends, big front ends, when the score was tied there. So, you go 11 for 22 from the free throw line, and they went 17 of 22, and there's your difference right there.
You mentioned when you guys got that lead, and then I think you went 10 to the next 11 possessions, you didn't score. Did you feel like you guys were at all gassed or kind of emotionally run after that, or did you just feel like some of those fundamentals came apart there?
Well, both. We did expend a lot of energy. I stayed with kind of the same group, but when we did get it tied, I know we had 3 turnovers in that run, and I know we missed 2 front ends. So there's 5 possessions. I'm not sure, can't remember exactly, the other possessions, but I know right at that point we had 3 turnovers and missed 2 front ends. So we didn't allow ourselves, to take the lead and put pressure on them.
Coach, how do you think Dylan Brooks looked coming back from his injury, and how was it having him back?
Well, it's good to have his passion on the floor, and he was trying to do a lot of things, but we held him to the 10 to 15 minutes that we thought we would play him, and he was mad because he wanted to play more, but we're going to stick with the plan that we have for him. But his passion and his level of intensity really helps us. We really miss it.
Last question for Coach.
And you talked about, or they were talking about lack of energy. Tomorrow's 8:30 start. What do you do, to get them? Now you're on the, the bracket that maybe people didn't expect you, not facing a ranked team, and it's earlier in the morning. What do you do to get them for these next 2? It's going to be morning games against possibly unranked teams.
It doesn't matter. We're unranked now. We won't have to worry about that. I don't know who the heck we think we are. We're unranked. We're going to have to go play. And I've been scolding the team a little bit about, this is last year's team is what got us ranked, not this group. And I know there's a lot of players back, but take Elgin and Dylan Brooks off that team, and we're not a ranked team. So we better get some guys to step up and play a lot better. And if we don't make some adjustments and play fundamentally sound, things won't go well for us tomorrow either. It's a simple game. You execute, you take away easy baskets, you take good shots, you hit your free throws, and we didn't do any of the above.
Thanks, Coach.
All righty, thanks.